Hello, listeners. Welcome to another great podcast.
I'm Satavisa. Data engineering and business intelligence have become major elements that drive business growth. To explain it better with us today, we have Vikas Wahee, Senior Project Manager at Intellicus Technologies. Hello, Vikas. Welcome to Analytics Insights. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you, Satavisa. Pleasure to be here.
Please tell us about Intellicus in a brief.
Intellicus, we are a data engineering and a BI product company founded in 2004. And our focus, is on large enterprises. When I say large enterprises, means, enterprises across diversified domains, BPO, retail, FMCG, manufacturing, logistics, healthcare, and many more. Intellicus has strong presence in India and US and offers a next-gen business intelligence product differentiated with features like integrated ETL, or you can say integrated modern ETL, data science engine, machine learning, OLAP, and more features. In addition, an AI-based BI platform which is scalable and customizable as per the industry needs. Our web-based platform is highly cost-effective as compared to others and offers very effective support functions. Over the years, Intellicus advanced solutions have made it the product of choice for more than 17,000 large and small-scale enterprises across the globe.
That sounds interesting. Now, I want to know about the WFM solution that you people has come up with.
Well, that's an interesting solution, that apparently has been one of the most preferred choices for a lot of our customers across the globe, Satavisa. And Intellicus WFM solution automates all the time-consuming processes, that enterprise today invest a lot of manpower in. And apparently WFM is an heart of any BPM enterprise, right? And which is a small scale to a large scale BPO. So WFM solution, has stages such as forecast, staff planning, scheduling, preparing employee roster, performing all type of analytics on it, and also do a lot of data management. So, a lot of data manipulation happens during this process. So, we've brought a solution that can not only automate what they perform as task in the WFM solution or the WFM life cycle, I should say, but they can also bring intelligence in performing those tasks so that they can spend their time being more productive and engaged in more actionable tasks than spending a lot of time on data management and planning. A lot of organizations are using Intellicus WFM solution, and they, are making, leap and bounds benefit of it to an extent of minimum benefit of about 5 to 10%, to a large benefit of about 15 to 20% on headcount, and also tangible benefits coming in from the time management as well. Now, the solution is designed to achieve and maintain operational efficiency by ensuring that the right number of agents with the right skill sets are staffed at the right time. Now, in short, the ultimate goal of a WFM in a contact center is to create the best possible fit between the forecasted versus the required workload and the number of agents that are scheduled. That means using the fewest number of paid staff hours without jeopardizing the revenue opportunity, increasing employee discord, or creating customer dissatisfaction.
That sounds amazing. Now, can you please explain briefly about all the 4 stages of WFM solution?
Okay. Any call center workforce management is comprised of these tasks in some form or fashion. You may want to forecast a customer interaction volume. You may want to utilize the forecasted data to create optimized agent schedules, assign agents to the schedules based on their preferences, performance, and business rules, perform gap analysis. It is important to note that these parts comprise a cycle where each part is dependent on input from the prior component. The cycle is in constant motion and subject to the constant change. And that is why it is vital to understand each individual component in the cycle, the role it plays, and how it interacts with its counterparts. Now, let's talk about the first stage, which is the forecasting. Now, forecasting is the backbone and the first stage of WFM cycle. It is the process of calculating customer transactions such as calls, emails, chats, documents, etc., based on historical data, seasonality, and or external factors such as the pandemic or any specific campaigns such as marketing campaigns or any other critical factors that can impact the planning. With Intellicus AutoML feature, business can predict the transaction count across the time and date hierarchy, such as interval, shift, day, week, month, or even a year. You can perform both long-term and short-term planning on this. But it's imperative that the data is collated from each customer touchpoint across the omni-channel to see how the sheer volume of data could rapidly become overwhelming and help in effective planning of volume and stuff. With Intellicus ETL, you can connect with multiple sources, build scalable data pipelines, load data in target stores, and automate the entire data extraction process. Now, not only the WFM stages, but look at it from a scenario that you would want to bring in data coming in from multiple sources. So Intellicus as a platform, apart from solving the problem statement of what WFM experiences today, it can also automate the data extraction process as well. Now, after what you receive as an output of the forecast, it's a scientific approach. You feed it the data, the machine learning algorithms are being used, you have a forecast, and now you still think as a business user, there are a lot of scenarios you would want to create. You would want to pass on human intelligence. A lot of solutions don't offer that flexibility, which Intellicus does. We exercise more control over outcomes by utilizing a what-if analysis, by creating specific scenarios. Now, users can create different scenarios using multiple business contractual KPIs and understand the impact of each scenario on the business. What-if empowers the business user to define limits for each contractual KPI and monitor the achievement through real-time management. You can create different scenarios for evaluating staff count. You can create different scenarios to evaluate the forecast. And then, basis the scenarios that you've created, you can finalize what's the final output you would want to consume from planning perspective. Today, the WFM folks spend a lot of time doing this task. And it's quite tedious. They'll have to go row by row, column by column to perform this task, evaluate this. So think about a scenario that it is actually given in a solution where you just have to or you just have to do a drag for the parameters. You will have to just change the values of the parameters and just understand how those parameters are impacting your planning. And you're able to evaluate that impact across the grain of the data. And then once you finalize that, that's when you go to staffing and scheduling. Now, once the forecast is chosen and locked, scheduling becomes possible. Intellicus WFM solution will plan staff according to call arrival pattern and skill sets, enabling higher efficiency across KPIs such as service level, customer satisfaction, first cause resolution, etc. and make work more enjoyable. Accurate match of staff count to call arrival patterns based on forecast is essential to achieve workforce and cost efficiencies. Now, some organizations continue to use the conservative spreadsheets to achieve the most complex and critical stage of WFM cycle. And that is an opportunity area for not only automating the task that they're performing, but also bringing in intelligence and time in hand to perform that intelligence. Now, once the staff and scheduling part is achieved, then the next stage is the roster stage. Now, to meet the business needs, you are aware that what is your forecast, you are aware what is needed to attend that forecast. Now, you have to align the headcount in different shifts as per the schedule, which is derived from the forecast and the staff count that you need across the data grain. Now, to meet the business needs, agents must be aligned to shifts as per schedule. This is the most delicate and critical task in WFM cycle. And it has repetitive iterations from multiple owners in the business. Now, one aspect that we also have to keep in mind is that we're dealing with humans, and agents are most useful and productive when the schedules and shifts are balanced. With Intellicus business can plan roster more efficiently, incorporate all business rules such as weekly off, female to male ratio, female work timings, skills, multi-skilling, or any audit related requirements, which can actually help them bring efficiency. Also bring in most critical factors such as performance to allocate right skill set to perform right task, monitor changes, perform gap analysis, action the findings with Intellicus alert management. Now, think about a scenario that all of the actions that you would today perform, you would actually do a lot of data analysis. If you have a solution that can identify the gaps and share those gaps with you, the only time that you need to invest is to action those gaps. With Intellicus Alert feature, you can concentrate on impact areas and action them without spending too much time to perform data analysis. And information is right at your fingertip to action. And then the final component, which is the WFM analytics. Now, in the WFM call center cycle, ensuring the center is properly staffed during the published schedule period is important. Organizations should anticipate the unexpected to happen, and it is important to reforecast to ensure service levels are being met. And part of the management of the day is making sure the staffing levels meet the revised forecast, and another part is ensuring that agents are doing what is scheduled to do during each time interval. And this is referred to as adherence. All call centers track adherence. Now, some would track at the team level, and others may want to track it at an individual level. Either way, it is important to see the appropriate targets for adherence. Now, this was a very manual and a time-consuming process until Intellicus Workforce Management Solutions introduced the ability to automate these activities. Now, with a sound WFM solution in place, organizations are now able to optimize their most valuable and most expensive resource, which is the staff. Intellicus WFM solution uses artificial intelligence, machine learning, and automation to remove manual effort for calculations, adjustments, and cumbersome steps. And adding Intellicus WFM solution in BPM enterprises or contact centers can tremendously improve contact center operational efficiency and provide additional insight to help drive your business forward while empowering your employees.
Great. Thank you for explaining it so well. Now, I'm really curious to know about what is that one thing about your WFM solution that differentiates it from your competitors?
Well, that's a very interesting question, Satavisa. Now, Intellicus WFM solution is one of its kind in many ways. It brings data from multiple systems for better predictability. It integrates with the other systems, ACD, performance management, HRMS, uh, learning management systems, quality management, etc. And it acts as a self-service system with ML capability given in the hands of the business and operations team. It also prescribes the types and the number of shifts required for the business. It auto-generates intelligent roster and allocates right skill at the right time for the right task. And it is adaptive by nature. We've seen about 5 to 10% optimization of staff in initial month itself, going further on saving staff expenses month after month.
I see. That's great. Now, lastly, I would like to know, how do you see business intelligence growing in the next coming years?
Um, with coming years, there is no way back in the need of BI due to the critical business demands. Business intelligence technology helps people to drive the right data to right people at the right time so that the management can take effective decisions resulting in the prosperity of the business. One thing is certain, business intelligence will only gain momentum for the foreseeable future and will be at the core of countless new technology solutions. Reliance on BI and analytics now outweighs strategy as a key requirement in business planning. And talking about business intelligence, then you must know about one of the most powerful BI tool, that is Intellicus Data Engineering and Business Intelligence Platform.
That sounds amazing. I'm sure this is definitely going to help all of our listeners too. Thank you, Vikas, for joining us today. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I'm looking forward to see many more innovative solutions coming from your end.
Thank you, Satavisa, for your time, and it was indeed a great conversation.